How's it going, people? This is your guy here with the Iraqi stock market Facebook page. Iraqi stock market makes money. Right now, we got a lot of volatile swings going on. Today's date is the 26th of September, and the Dow as well, just up under 11,000. People are looking for a safe haven. Let's get right to the bolts and notes about Iraq. Iraq right now is moving pretty fast. Pretty much things are stabilized in the political sector. The central bank and Dr. Shabibi are pretty much trying to move from up under the parliament. And the bill right now to actually delete zeros for you guys that are actually out there speculating on the currency, to delete those zeros, whether we know it's going to be a LOP or just an all-out free float revalue. Right now, that bill's still in Parliament, but it looks like the bill has already been voted on, with all of the media frenzy coming out, and now Jalal Talabani actually coming to the UN to discuss the financial sector, and even Dr. Shabibi coming to the UN, and they talked about some of the key findings here. But as I post these videos, we're going to be discussing things around the Iraqi stock market. Again, that's if you're in Facebook, go ahead and look up the group Iraqi or Iraq Stock Market Makes Money. That's Iraq Stock Market Makes Money on Facebook page. We're discussing the nature of this business. The market pretty much opened in 2005. A lot of people bought in on the high ends, and the value of the market is right now just over $4 million in trading. Although 80% of that market is driven by the foreign investment. Right now, the United States is just totally, just dumbfounded about this potential investment over there. The potential and actually the return. The market's up over 40%. And who has a pretty good news report that I look up and check out is Iraqi, or excuse me, that's IraqBusinessNews.com. Those guys over there, Dr. Mark D. Weaver, as well as InvestorsIraq.com, another good news source as well. And it just cracks me up how at one point, you know, since George Bush left office, Dick Cheney said that there won't be a recession. Well, soon after that, about 8 months after that comment, then we get President Obama come through, and he's talking about, you know, we're going to be taxing the rich. Well, I'm kind of lining things up right now. We're in a major deficit. The Iraqi dinar revalues at 10 cents, and some of you guys are out there speculating this way out in the wind right now and talking about $1 and $3. That currency really wasn't supposed to come out of Iraq. So, you have 10 cents, but people are snoozing on the potential of the what you want to call it, the Iraqi stock market. Right now, the banks are over there recapitalizing and actually giving people a lot of money, or a lot of dividends for initial investment. At one point, banks over there were actually giving up to about 17% just on a savings account, and then CDs were outrageous, anywhere between 12 to 18%. Some of the key banks over there to consider investing in right now are Al Walker Bank, which is right now they're still in high level, what you want to call it, negotiations with Standard Chartered, which is a British bank. Dar es Salaam, solid bank as well. They just came back into the market recently, and also Baghdad Bank. Pretty much they've, I believe, partnered with Citigroup as well. And then in addition to that, we're learning, the Iraqis over there. I mean, the potential over there is like crazy because, we're talking about people that need money in their banks. These bankers over there need money in their banks. They need capital, and they're getting ready to get off the dollar right now. We haven't seen a major uptick in pips in the currency in a while. That means pips, for you guys that don't know, they're actually trying to increase the value of their dollar. I think right now the moving rate right now is anywhere between 1,180 or 1,150 dinars for $1. So pretty much for for $1,000, you can get 1 million dinar. But I'm not going to totally focus on that speculation of the currency because if you go back to CBI law, they were talking about the currency wasn't meant to come out of Iraq. My gut's telling me something crazy is going to happen where they're going to come out with a new currency. We're seeing all this talk about deleting zeros and all that hoopla about Iraq is going to fall apart. You can forget about that, you naysayers out there. I mean, we're in the middle of major catastrophe since 2008, and this is the payoff. I hope that you know they don't dupe us on the currency because a lot of soldiers bought into that stuff. They got that stuff in there. They got that currency in their shoe boxes right now. So having said that, I'm just going to digress back into the stock market. There's a lot of guys on here discussing that, and a lot of people aren't talking about it, but you know, people better jump on the train because it is about to blow out, man. I mean, blow out. You know, all these oil contracts. Shell is over there. Halliburton. You just about name it. And recently, they just came out talking about they're doing deals in dinars for the oil now. But the key thing is they got to do. These companies over there need to do loans as well for your small business loans. And the key sector right now is the banking sector. I think there's about 12 solid banks over there, other than Al Walker Bank, Dar es Salaam, Mosul Bank, the Central Bank of Iraq, or excuse me, Credit Bank of Iraq, which is also partnered with a foreign company. A lot of these banks I'm going to be discussing in detail later on. This is just the first series here, or excuse me, the first introduction. I'm working on a couple different things technically to bring this to you guys a little bit better. So again, keep your ears up, pinned back. There's a lot of things going on in the Iraqi stock market, and that's a move that you might want to make right now. Silver and gold, people are getting hammered. I'm a long kind of guy on silver. People are buying homes. That stuff's not moving. I mean, the market's just in a mad tank right now. We got Greek, they're about to default. You just about name it, man. So, I go ahead and see these guys buying silver, man, and I'm jumping on that, and I'm jumping on the Iraqi stock market, heavy. We're talking about, this is like 1926. Market just crashed, and you can go buy banking stocks for pennies on a dollar in Iraq. You got to have that gut to go over there. You got to have that gut to go through the loopholes and jump through that and say, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Because anyone that's making an investment over there right now, they should be paid well beyond the average rate of the return is going to be, because we are the ones that are infusing their banks, their country with capital to start off with. I mean, this is like almost like the Rothschilds or the Fords owning banks again. And they are crediting us, and the stuff that some of the current members are doing to keep up with what's going on with your account. I mean, it's just haywire. I mean, I've seen a couple banks just go from, just all out email to online, all out online banking. So that was a pretty good thing that I've seen out of the Al Walker Bank. Even though they've still been in these general sessions, there's a couple of different kinks to get out. But the big boys are heading over. FMG Fund, they're bringing like 25 million over. They're up over 25% year to date. All they do is mainly in the Iraqi. All they do is invest your money in the Iraqi stock market. I surely wish I was in a position to go ahead and do a $10,000 buy-in. There's a couple other ones that's coming out. By the way, I want to say hello to my good friend Rudy Cohen. Rudy, we would love to have you come up north and do a couple different introductions on the about the hedge fund coming up. Then there's a couple other funds. Mr. Rand Holtz. At one point, they were doing a fund. Old friend of mine that I knew way back in the day. Hey, buddy, I'm still hanging in there, man. I'm weathering the storm. I got my fingers crossed, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, you people tune in. Facebook page, Iraqi stock market makes money. Also visit investorsiraq.com, and then also check out the business part, which is the iraqbusinessnews.com. You can Google that too. All right, Lake.